Okay, so for Illuminati Wants Thomas, we decided that our hero was Thomas himself, the ally was the character Hammer, the herald was also Hammer, Shadow we decided was the agent, the Threshold Guardian was his lover Chelsea, and the Trickster also happened to be the agent. For script B, Illuminati Wants Chelsea, we decided the hero was Chelsea, her ally was Janet, her mother, mentor was also her mother, the herald in the script was the Hammer, the Shadow also the agent, and the Threshold Guardian was her mother. Shapeshifter we decided was the Hammer, the Higher Self were the celebrities presented in the script, and the Trickster was the agent.
In Illuminati Wants Thomas, which is script A, our hero is obviously Thomas as the script follows him around on his journeys, trying to avoid the Illuminati, of course. His ally is Hammer, although that isn't apparent at first. At first, he is a sketchy person, shows up, knocks Thomas out, and brings him to the Illuminati headquarters. But also, Hammer doubles as a shapeshifter, one of the rare instances where a shapeshifter goes from seeming bad to becoming good, as opposed to the other way around. And Hammer is also the herald as he relays important information to Thomas. Like at first he introduces him to the Illuminati. In the second act he shows up to help Thomas avoid the Illuminati after that month has passed and he hadn't followed up yet. But in the third act he is the one who brings the denouement. He allows Thomas to get on the train, which goes back to the beginning of the script when Thomas speaks of his fear of speed, although despite his obsession with trains. So that was a nice little anagorasis within the script. The Shadow obviously is the agent as he is relentless in his pursuit of getting people to join the Illuminati and will pretty much stop at nothing to make sure people do. And our Threshold Guardian is Chelsea. She presents the Threshold test for Thomas. Of course, towards the beginning of the script, when they're arguing, Thomas, I believe, calls her a whore. He leaves, and then he is introduced in a way to, or he begins on the second threshold. And in the second threshold, when they're at the bar, she shows up and Thomas pushes his way past her onto the next threshold, which is escaping the Illuminati. The Trickster also is the agent as he is the representative of just complete chaos. Nothing is too severe for him. In script A, the writer has appeared to leave out the mentor role. Thomas goes about on his journey pretty much alone. He receives support, of course, from Hammer throughout the script, but there's no one really who speaks words of wisdom to him or guides him along. He pretty much goes it alone. The higher self isn't apparent in this script, although it appears as if the writer feels like there is a higher self. Obviously, the Illuminati want the higher self of Thomas to be this traveling train celebrity, but that isn't what Thomas appears to want for himself. He wants something else, which isn't apparent in the script, but it feels as if it is, the writer knows it's true at least. In script B, Illuminati want Chelsea. Chelsea, of course, is the hero, or the main protagonist of the script. The ally, her mother, Janet, also doubles, even triples as a mentor and Threshold Guardian, continuously giving Chelsea support, aid, along with testing her along the way. she has her own desires about what she wants for her child, but ultimately it's up to Chelsea to take the wisdom from the mentor and put it to use or not. The Shadow, much like in Script A, is Agent. He is continuous in his pursuit of getting people to join the Illuminati. The Shapeshifter, of course, is Hank or Hammer, as he refers to himself. He once again, he seems like he might be this bad henchman type guy, but in the end he ends up doing more good for the hero than bad. The higher self is what Chelsea strives to be, which is famous, although she doesn't really want to, at least it's not apparent that she wants to put the work in. She just kind of wants to receive the power and luxury that goes along with being a celebrity, which is a big part of her motivation. And then, of course, the Trickster is the Agent, as he's just a representative of chaos all throughout the script. Between the two scripts, the hero is very different, with the different objectives and motivations. Thomas, the hero in Script A, doesn't have a desire to be famous, or at least it's not apparent that he wants to be famous. Whereas Chelsea wants to be famous. She wants to get the power and luxury of being in the Illuminati, but it isn't apparent that she wants to put the work into it necessarily. In addition, the Shadow, Herald, and Shapeshifter all remain the same in both scripts, whereas the Mentor, Threshold Guardian, and the Higher Self are changed. The Higher Self becomes more apparent in Script B, where the Higher Self is this ideal of just being powerful, famous, having a life of luxury.
So here is our map of the hero's journey structure for Script A, Illuminati Wants Thomas. We said that the Herald actually appears in the script at this point here, as well as at the end here. So that would be the first and fourth quadrants. Well, in the video lecture, it said that the Herald would appear here, here, and here. So the script kind of followed that structure. It's just missing the points in the second and third quadrants. We also said that it did a decent job of doing the shadow points, because the shadow appeared here at the first threshold and again at the second threshold in the actual script, but in the lecture it said that the shadow should also appear at the low point of the hero's journey. And then we said that the ally to Thomas, which was Hammer, actually appeared here in the third quadrant and in the fourth quadrant, when really the ally should show up whenever the hero needs help, which would be mostly in the second act in the second and third quadrants. With the second script, the Illuminati Wants Chelsea, we said that the Herald appeared here with the call to action, but did not appear anywhere else in the script, which is kind of odd because the Herald is supposed to appear in the first quadrant, towards the middle of the second act, and in the fourth quadrant. We also said that the Mentor appeared at the beginning, and down here towards the third quadrant, when really the Mentor is supposed to appear at the beginning like it is in the script, to kind of like help the hero along with the call to action, and to help the hero home in the fourth act, but that does not appear in the Illuminati Wants Chelsea script. And then the Shadow appears throughout most of the second act in the second quadrant, and then comes in again towards the end in the fourth quadrant, when in reality it should appear at the threshold points as well as the lowest point.
So compare with the two scripts without the screenwriter change the elements between drafts. So for the script A, the hero is Thomas, and in professional part, he doesn't have a job, and he's a train enthusiast. In personal part, he has a relationship with Chelsea, and in private part, he fears of speed. In villain theory, in public, he also is a normal guy, and in personal, he loves full trains. In private part, he also fears of speed. In second script, the hero is Chelsea, and in professional part, she is a child and she is studying school, and in personal part, she wants to become cool and Carol. In Prevent, she looking for power and success. In William's theory, in public, Chelsea is a normal rebellious teenager, and in personal part, she wants to be unique and cool. And in private part, she wants power, success, and benefits of being a celebrity. The three-piece level of believability is more important in script B because this script allows us to see Chelsea's true color. On the outside, Chelsea has a cool and unique exterior, but our insight into her private self shows that she is really after power and success. In contrast, the script A is not quite profound and interesting.
So in comparing and contrasting the scripts that we had, when analyzing the shadow, under these elements we found that with both scripts they were pretty much the same. The objective for the shadow was to get people to join the Illuminati. The motivation for the objective was to gain more power, and the intention was to induct more people, while urgency was the threat of letting someone in the Illuminati and then releasing them. When analyzing the hero for script A and script B, there were some differences. The objective for the hero in script A was to escape from the Illuminati, while the motivation was to avoid the threat of joining the Illuminati. And the intention behind it was to maintain the original lifestyle that Thomas had before getting involved with Hammer and with the agent. And the urgency was initially less extreme until he got more involved, and it grew throughout the course of the story. With script B, the objective was to join the Illuminati. The hero was different in that she wasn't necessarily trying to escape the threat of being involved. The motivation behind her objective was the reward of being a celebrity, and her intention was to gain more power and a luxurious lifestyle while there was little to no urgency with her character.